Manchester's biggest student station. This is Shock Radio.
Liam Busby here from Shock Radio, the head of podcasts and pre-records, here with Mr. Chris Stark. Chris, how are you doing?
Yes, Liam, good to speak.
Of course, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about your new book, Eat Sleep Zoom Reheat. I've got it right here. And it's also signed by your kind self as well. So thank you very much.
All good.
I noticed as well that there are actually two different titles to this book. So obviously we have Eat Sleep Zoom Reheat and Eat Sleep Rave Reheat in the other side here. So do you want to just tell me a little bit about that? Was it sort of frustrating that you had to change the title?
Well, we made the book and then COVID happened. Part of the thought was, well, why don't we just not release this student cookbook? Because, good chance students aren't going back to uni. Is this a good time to do it? And me and another guy that from the publishers were of the same mindset, which is actually it would be way better to get it out at this time. And, we'd worked hard to make it and I didn't really want to delay it. And the whole thing with the book was about just getting out to as many people as possible. It's I think it's less than a tenner. It's just meant to be a bit of fun, and it's a few uni stories and then a load of recipes that can hopefully help out a little bit or give a bit of inspiration. But yes, it was originally called Eat Sleep Rave Reheat, which I was very happy with. I thought it was a great name. But then, yes, because of the pandemic, we just wanted to change it slightly just to reflect the fact that COVID is going on. Otherwise, I feel that a lot of the stories in the book are kind of ignoring that. Yeah. And I don't think that would be right, all things considered. So that's basically it. It's now got two titles just because I sort of said that we should just keep going with it.
Yeah, I noticed it's like a limited edition one, so I'll assume sort of once everything's all sorted with you, go back to just the normal title.
Yeah, Liam, shall I let you into a secret? So
yeah, go on.
The reason why you got to hang on to it is just in case, the very small chance that I'm the next J.K. Rowling. I'll tell you why. Because these Harry Potter first edition books are going for so much money, right? I saw one sold the other day for about 20 grand.
Oh my.
Now, when I was younger, when I was about 9 or 10, my godmother got me a Harry Potter book, but J.K. Rowling wasn't famous and she was just in the corner of the bookshop apparently signing these books. And I've since learned that it's a first edition. So I've got one of these Harry Potter first edition books. And Matt Evanson always takes the mick out of me because these stories keep popping up in the news about how much they're worth. And every time one of those happens, I get a little message from him saying, and it's just like the 2 eyes emoji, and it's always a link to the Harry Potter article. But yeah, there is a very, very small chance, Liam, that I'm the new J.K. Rowling, and you never know.
You could be the J.K. Rowling of student cookbooks, you never know.
I could be. That's what I set out to be.
Do you reckon you might sell this sort of special Harry Potter book one day, or do you think that's just going to be memorabilia that you'd...
I tried to sell it once. So at one point I got offered a couple of grand for it, and I wanted to sell it so I could get a car, but I'm really pleased I didn't because, obviously I hope at some point it'll be worth something, but actually I really care about it now. And I've been lucky enough because of my job to meet some of the cast, and I've met Daniel Radcliffe a couple of times. So I've got him to sign it. And it's just, for me, it's something really special. And the thing is, I've got kids now and I'm more excited about the idea of them having it. Yeah. But only when they're past an age where they don't get faced with the same opportunity to get a car, like a little Corsa or something. And they decide to sell the book. So
that'd be brilliant.
I just hope it's something that, I can just pass down at some point.
Yeah, that would be brilliant, especially if it's got all the signatures in as well. In regards to your book, I was having a read through it, and some of the sort of little dishes that you've planned out obviously sound amazing. You said that you were a graduate of the University of Southampton and you left with quite a passion for cooking. So I was just wondering, did you ever have any days whilst you're in uni, maybe in your student accommodation, where you would just sort of get in the kitchen for a full day and just experiment with whatever flavors?
No, I never did it. I never did it. And no, I never did it. And I didn't have this passion for cooking until really I left uni. And I look back now and just think it's such a missed opportunity in that I did have time to cook stuff. And I could have made stuff which my housemates would have loved me for, and it was quite basic stuff. I just never did it. I'd never really cooked properly myself. So that's what I really like about making this student cookbook is I feel I've completed the circle. It's like I kind of want to give this book to me starting at uni back then. And I always remember getting a student cookbook from my gran. So I just wish she could be here now to see, you know, this student cookbook happening and see students enjoying it. That's the main thing for me. I wanted to, it's like everything I do, I just want to do something that I enjoy doing and be creative. It's not really about money. Otherwise, as everyone kept telling me, I should be selling it for more. It's about people getting hold of it and hopefully having a bit of a laugh. And I just, as you said at the beginning, I just want to, I loved being a student. And for me, this is kind of like the dissertation I should have done. It's a bit like giving back to my uni a bit. Yeah.
Would you have changed what course you did? Maybe if you studied university a few years in the future and you had this passion?
Yeah, I'm fairly convinced if I'd studied radio, then I would have got the breakfast show instead of Greg James. But I chose politics, so you know I settled. Only joking, of course.
Of course.
No, I wouldn't change anything. I did politics at uni because it was the only thing I was sort of all right at A levels. Excuse me, and it's worked out okay because everything I wanted to do was in radio. So I just spent a lot of time doing student radio.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little scenario here. You have just set up a dinner party for your closest friends, let's say Crouchy, Scott Mills, and you have to serve a 3-course dinner, a dinner evening.
It's tricky.
Using recipes from your cookbook. What would you choose and why?
Yeah, what I would do, it's a funny one because the second you say Crouchy, I think, we should do something asparagus related.
Yeah.
So that limits the options already. Scott is the same as me now. I convinced him a while ago to buy a slow cooker, and now he just cooks everything in that. So he's dead easy to go for. Crouchy loves a soup. There's a couple of ideas for that in the book.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go down the slow cooker type vibe. Maybe soup for starter. We'll do one of the slow cooker recipes. And I mean, probably a meat option, if I'm honest, on that front, because I don't think either of them are sort of mad vegan advocates, you know?
No, like,
as in, like, I don't think they're passionate vegan advocates. So yeah, I think it'll be that beef stew in the middle, and then puddings. I mean, really could be any number of them. Puddings are not really my thing, to be honest. I kind of felt like I had to put a load of puddings in the book just because I know some people are.
I saw you had like quite a lot of chocolatey desserts on there.
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend made a comment. She said you must absolutely love chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not actually that fussed. It's more like I just felt like I need to do some pudding. So try to think of some good ideas and simple ideas for that. So yeah.
Just one final question for you, Chris. How is the fantasy team going?
Oh, dreadful. But I've made so many changes now. I'm not just saying it, that from this week, I think you're going to see me rise through the various leagues that I'm part of.
I hope so.
Yeah, 100%.
Have like a head-to-head game or something.
Yeah, definitely. Well up for that.
Of course. Well, Chris Stock, your book is out now to purchase. It's available in all sort of general retailers. So, Chris, thank you very much for taking the time out to chat with me, and best of luck for your book as well.
Yeah, nice one, Liam. And speak soon, I hope.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Nice one. See you later, dude.
Manchester's biggest student station. This is Shock Radio.